Meanwhile, viewers, I'd like to, of course, take you through who exactly is Tahawwur Rana. Also, share a little bit about the case timeline in particular. It's been 17 years since the horrific attack had shaken the conscience of the entire nation, and of course people are still awaiting justice. Meanwhile, let's understand a little bit more about Tahawwur Rana. He was, of course, he studied at the Hassan Abdul Cadet School in Pakistan. He is a Pakistani national who was involved with the Lashkar-e-Taiba and funding the attack. He was a childhood friend of David Headley. Headley's testimony, of course, was important in implicating him. And after a stint as a doctor in the Pakistani army, he moved to Canada. He, of course, after moving to Canada, he started a consultancy firm called First World Migration Services in Chicago in the United States of America. And this was the firm that he used for his funds. It was a branch of this business in Mumbai that provided Headley the perfect cover to surveil, to recce the entire area. Headley has used Rana's company to identify and surveil potential targets for the Lashkar-e-Taiba. This, of course, was done with Rana's backing. Rana was, of course, arrested by the American police soon after Headley's arrest in 2009. He was arrested in October by the FBI. Meanwhile, US attorneys argued that Rana was aware that Headley was involved with the Lashkar-e-Taiba. He is, of course, one of the masterminds of the 26/11 terror attack. He was, of course, convicted in Chicago in 2011 for providing material support to the Lashkar-e-Taiba. This, of course, was in the form of money, as I've been stating over and over again. He provided around 80,000 rupees, which is around $1,500 to Headley. Headley's testimony led to Rana being sentenced to 14 years in prison, but of course now it's been 17 years since the terrible tragedy took place. Here's a timeline that we'll take you through. In November 2009, Rana had denied involvement in the 26/11 attacks. He had also denied, he'd of course denied his involvement, but apart from that, he had in fact pled not guilty to the charges in January 2010, just a few months after his arrest in October 2009. Headley had testified before the court in May 2011. Remember, 2011 is when he was in fact found guilty, and he was convicted in June 2011 of providing material support to the Lashkar-e-Taiba. In June 2011, he was acquitted of involvement in the 26/11 attacks as well. So he was convicted, then acquitted, and then in 2013 he was sentenced to 14 years in prison. After that, in May 2023, a US court had ordered the extradition of Tahawwur Rana. So this back and forth in the legal realm has been going on since then. In June 2023, he's challenged the extradition order in another court. Then in October 2023, he was given time to file the motion against the extradition. We all know what transpired since then. In August 2024, the 9th Circuit Court had concluded that he is extraditable. But even after this, he continued filing petitions. He filed a writ of certiorari against the the ruling in the US Supreme Court in particular. And after this, in January 2025, the US Supreme Court had cleared the way for Rana's extradition. But that is not all. 6th March, the US Supreme Court has rejected his extradition stay request, and he is once again now appealed directly to the Chief Justice of the United States of America, Justice John Roberts.
For more such videos, subscribe to the Newsx YouTube channel, hit the bell icon.